Let's talk about relationships because we've all been there. Have you ever tried making up after a fight with some huge, dramatic gesture? Here is my take: aggressive grand pushes actually drive people further away, instead of pulling them closer. It doesn't work. So, how do we fix things without pushing someone off the edge? The very first thing you need to do is immediate emotional self-regulation before anything else happens. But wait, isn't thinking non-stop about past hurts just a sign of weakness? Not at all. That constant rumination is actually your brain trying its best to learn from history, so you don't make those same mistakes again. It's an evolutionary survival mechanism, plain and simple. Of course, living inside that loop is exhausting. How do you get out? By doing something physically demanding. When you move your body hard, you naturally lower your cortisol levels and finally let your nervous system settle down. And while you're calming yourself, try changing tiny details in your day, maybe eat lunch somewhere different or sleep in another room entirely. These small shifts help break those automatic negative thought cycles that keep spinning around in your head. Now, I know worrying constantly makes us feel terrible, right? Try viewing those intrusive thoughts differently though. See them not as proof that you are failing, but as misguided attempts by your mind to protect you. This shift alone reduces the heavy weight of self-judgment significantly. Speaking of misunderstandings, think about people who fear being left behind. For them, even total silence from a loved one can instantly feel like a permanent rejection. Why does our brain jump straight to disaster mode? Because safety feels fragile. On the flip side, have you heard someone say you are too good? Don't dismiss that immediately. Sometimes, that comment comes from a place of genuine admiration and real confidence, not just deep-seated insecurity. If you want clarity in any situation, stop looking for perfection in single moments. Instead, assess whether someone is trustworthy based on whether their actions consistently match their words over a long period of time. Consistency tells the truth far more loudly than isolated incidents ever could. We also see patterns in behavior, especially regarding temper. Are habitual angry outbursts happening frequently? Those aren't normal quirks, they signal a serious struggle with regulating emotions and maintaining psychological stability. Which brings me to finding love. What is the absolute most important quality you can spot in a potential life partner? Without hesitation, it has to be emotional stability. Everything else fades compared to having someone steady enough to stand beside you through storms. As you grow older, realize that the personality traits you crave in a mate evolve along with you. Stop relying on rigid checklists made years ago. Your needs change, and yours deserve to reflect that growth today. Maybe you've gone down certain romantic paths recently that clearly didn't fit. Is quitting those dead ends scary? Yes, absolutely. But walking away from misaligned situations is a vital strategy for uncovering exactly what fits your unique soul. Once you find alignment, how do you build a connection worth keeping? Be direct. Hints, passive aggression, or pretending to cry rarely lead anywhere meaningful. Clear, honest communication builds bridges much faster than games ever could. Finally, when faced with confusing comments or unclear messages, choose generosity in your interpretation. Give others the benefit of the doubt to dissolve suspicion quickly and open the door to better conversations together. Remember, understanding these dynamics helps you navigate life with less friction and more joy. Thanks for sticking around until now. Please hit that subscribe button, swing by the YouTube channel, and yes, supporting the show costs just a few dollars a month, really keeps the lights on. Drop a comment or leave a review below, every bit counts. Until next time, stay kind to yourselves and enjoy the ride. Happy listening. Check out Profile for podcast summaries.